All right, right on time here. We will be joining in for Maximum Effort versus Check 6 Gaming on their second map here. Last map score, if you're just tuning in, was 16-1 in favor of Maximum Effort. Not at all what I expected after seeing the play from Check 6. They really started to hit a stride, and today coming in cold, it appears. But this will be the second map. They need to win this, and they know it. I mean, this is really, really rough times right now. We are here in the pistol round live, and it looks like Storm going to be able to somehow avoid spotting Eliant there. Catching a nade to his feet, down to 62 HP, and a little bit of a face-off here. Let's take a look at around the rest of the map. Hey, Eliant's just going to hang out, man. I mean, that's hard. You know, behind the box, you know, have a USP like right on the other side.
Yeah, I don't think he's really too anxious to peek that. But he did get a great nade there onto Storm, doing about 40 damage. Yeah,
and it actually looks like that they want to just find a pick, make sure they're not going to run into any sort of weird stack. However, once again, they do know the position of Storm over here. Now, I'm not sure what exactly transpired here, because I know he crossed over. Storm saw the nade coming, but was he 100% sure where it came from? He is not holding the best angle right now to take down that Glock.
I'm not sure that he knows that Eliant's right behind that box. You're right, Jim. He's not peeking wide enough to his right if Eliant decides to move up there.
Well, I'm not taking anything away from him right now. I mean, if Eliant's not sure that he's still... If he doesn't know he's still there as well, I mean, this could go wrong for either player, and Eliant's going to be following him right around the corner. Storm backing away. Nade's coming in. Able to do a little bit of damage, but Swag taking down Warden. Storm fighting for his life, but he will die. We're now down to a 2 versus 5, just a sudden rush through Ivy, all the way from inside and ladder. They hear a goosh. Looks like Sean Gare's down to just 28 HP remaining. Fraud here in Z. Fraud did take down Eliant with that nade down back of 5 lane.
This is winnable.
It is, but it's going to be hard. XP3 down to 37 HP, and that's it. Guys, it is now 1-0. Not the start that Check 6 was looking for on the counter-terrorist side. Coming into the second map after losing 16-1.
Yeah, Check 6, I like that they're here on the CT side for Train. Obviously, the heavily favored side for this map, but unfortunately, they are facing Maximum Effort, who is, I think, a little bit stronger there on T side, even on a map like Train. They're just so much better at running and gunning, and they can just kind of split a site really quickly and break down even the highest level of defense from a team like Check 6.
Oh, and there's a dink coming away from Fraud, but just getting him down to 84 HP at that range. 2 versus 3 now. XP3 coming in through Z. Warden going to be all the way over here at Ivy. I mean, at this point, just let's get some guns down. It looks like XP3 is taking a lot of damage from Swag here in Z. Warden is able to get one down. He's fighting a USB and an AK at the same time. Uh-oh. They've got a pretty good idea of where he is. Not too many places to go from there.
Ordino, though, my man, at least able to get a gun down from Eliant. And it's really tough losing a gun on T side, because you really want to get a couple of those ops in. Luckily, it wasn't from Sean Gares or anything like that. Look at how much damage is coming in here already from Maximum Effort. Obviously, the numbers being a little bit inflated, being so early into the game as we move here into round 3 for the second map in the lower bracket finals. If Check 6 loses this map, they're going to be going home.
All right, Fraud has been watching a lot of Cake Builder videos right now, pulling out a scout, now headed back towards Enter. Warden pushing up close here with a FOMS. I'm wondering if that was a miss by, I mean, I haven't seen him use a scout. I mean, at least recently, so I'm not sure. Yeah. Warden is taking some pressure here, just forcing him back a bit. Maximum Effort just trying to force them out of their positions, maybe get a rotate from outside. Fraud has come in to the top of 3 lane here.
It's already a 4 versus 3. This is looking really good from Check 6. It was a pretty risky buy here.
Yeah, and there goes Warden. XP3 coming in from up top, doing a little bit of damage, but not enough. Fraud now rejoining his team on Inner with the scout.
His name might get Sean down.
Yeah, not quite. Down to 6 HP. One straight bullet will end it. Storm last man standing in a 1 versus 3, and Eliant just making it look way too easy there.
Yeah, the problem there with Check 6's force buy is they did have a couple of FAMASes, and I love you, Fraud, for buying that scout. I do believe you in that. That was a
I don't doubt for a second with his scope ability. I don't doubt that he's like incredible, but yeah, I mean that was a really risky buy there.
The problem is they couldn't afford armor.
Yeah,
and you see we saw Storm getting gooshed there in the 1 versus 3. It was just impossible to do without a helmet.
All right, another save round coming in from Check 6. Nothing able to take down 2 players of Check 6 Gaming. Yeah, and that's all of a sudden up to XP3.
Czech 6 is really going to have to turn things around on this next gun round. So far, in the past 2 maps, they've only won 1 round.
Yep, Elliot. Oh, moving range. Oh, no, neither one of them going to move here. XP3 playing this very patient. I mean, Elliot really does have a reason to clear out ladder, but I'm not saying he won't. There we go. 4-0. And I will be upset if they end up winning this in the same fashion they did before. I mean, it's very early here, but I'm still seeing this kind of strange decision-making from Czech 6 Gaming.
This is going to be the round that will really dictate the future here for Czech 6, not only in this map, but in the tournament overall. This is a huge gun round from them. They really need to turn things around. Maximum effort just being completely dominant. Elliot already out, going to be up here into the heaven super early on, just not even getting contested. Storm was just so blind there as he gives Swag a big old hug.
Mwah!
It's now already a 4 versus 3.
Yeah, 4 versus 3 here, Fraud. And this is such a hard spot to be in with that op. I mean, with any gun, just stuck at the back of the train's not going to be able to connect. Simphis, and nothing will fall here. XP3 and Warden versus Elliot and Sean Garrett. XP3 with the op, and his op is great. Oh, it confused me. There we go. XP3 is able to take down Sean Garrett's. Last man standing will be Elliot.
Bomb's down right next to him, too, in front of the bomb train.
And a ding coming in down to 16 HP. Can he pull it off? There's the first one. 1 versus 1. Warden versus Elliot. Two very strong players here, and Warden will come out on top. Finally putting a round on the board here for Czech 6.
Even still, that round was really close there for Czech 6. I thought that they were going to have a little bit more of a lead there in that round. Luckily, Elliot was completely unaware of Warden flanking around there. Warden and XP3 on the last map did try to do their 1v2 retakes together, but that time Warden flanking all the way around by 6. And totally catching Elliot off guard, shooting him right in the thigh.
All right, here comes a more aggressive gun round here from Czech 6 Gaming, trying to get on top of trains here, and he will be able to catch, I believe that was Elliot off guard. Right on top of Heaven here. However, making some noise. A lot of nades going to be coming in here pretty soon. He's got to be prepared to defend, but Simphis taking him down. XP3 onto Simphis, 4 versus 4, and there's a lot of trades here. And I mentioned it before, you want to slow down these takes as much as possible. It's hard to keep up with Maximum Effort's pace. Still even numbers here. As Fraud falls, the advantage will lie on in favor of Maximum Effort. Storm with another trade, 3 versus 3. This round is so important for Czech 6 Gaming right now, coming into the second map at a 4-1 deficit on the counter-terrorist side. Not going to be able to connect. Elliot working his way out Ivy. Sean Garrett all the way over here at E-Box. Swag onto Dizaman. Last man standing, XP3 once again. Swag and Elliot very low in HP, 24 and 17. Sean Garrett's just at 64. This is not an unwinnable round, but he's got a long road ahead of him. Swag able to rip the face off of XP3 here in Z, and it's 5-1.
Yeah, Swag actually was able to spot XP3 there in the Z connector. Swag did a great job that round. Something about Swag is he's a super aggressive player, but when it comes down to how he actually coordinates his peaks against his opponents, he can slow things down. He did a lot of crouching, slow, walky, super slow peaks that round, and it's completely opposite of his gameplay as a whole, but he knows when to be patient.
Yeah, just very strange, once again, decision-making play style here from Czech 6 Gaming. Last round looked a lot more solid than what we've seen before and the round before, but I can only hope it gets better and better as we love to see a closer matchup coming into the grand finals. All right, XP3, once again, the king lurker of this matchup. Let's actually take a look while he's working his way around Dumpster outside. I mean, with good reason. Currently 116 ADR. Second place ADR, which is, those of you who may not be familiar, is average damage per round, is 62.5. XP3 really trying to lay down the law here, but he can't do it by himself. And he's really trying to. He's always by himself right now.
Yeah, he's always in these 1 versus 5s, 1 versus 4s. Czech 6 really needs to make something happen here. They definitely are coming into today pretty cold. Maximum Effort, obviously a team that can just come right here into the tournament and start being dominant right off the bat. They don't need to warm up or anything like that. They can just sit down at their machines and really get things going here without any delay.
just a quick update. Pauly walking by, dancing like a maniac.
Yeah, that totally threw me off, but love him. I got a smile out of that.
All right, and back into the action. This is another save round coming in from Czech 6 Gaming, and I want to mention a couple different playstyles that may just work here during this save round. I will jump back in the action as it happens, but Czech 6 has a couple of options here in my eyes. They can try to slow down these takes for maximum effort, delay their flashes until just kind of work into more on top of Hitch, really try to cover each other the best they can and try to set up some crossfires outside, play back of trains, try to slow down these takes, or they have the opportunity to just play very standard, and they've been in between these two for quite a while.
Yeah, they've had a really difficult time trying to delay maximum effort's presence coming out right out of team middle. I think a lot of that is attributed to Elian's work there over towards Ivy. Warden actually would find himself a gun.
Yeah, Warden did find himself a gun out of all this, but 40 seconds is an eternity. There you go, saving himself about 6 seconds with that bomb at least.
Yeah, but I think Elian's been putting great pressure there on Ivy. He's been giving Storm a lot of problems, and with that, Storm isn't able to help out at middle at all. And a lot of times the Ivy player will also help support middle. If you know there's a player coming out of the ladder room towards E-Box, he can also help with that. He's throwing a couple of flashes and nades. We also saw Warden going up into Heaven really early on. He did see the first member of Maximum Effort going out there to the ladder of 6 train. He was in really great position, Warden, that is Warden, but then Semphis flew up the ladder and was able to get him. So,
oh no, he has been spotted through the wall. Barely able to make it out of that. Really tough situation there.
Warden's the man, yeah. So at least these past couple of saves should have built up Czech 6's money a little bit here.
We'll take a look here in just a moment once we know it's updated. Looks like they will be able to go into a full buy. We'll see if Fraud was actually dropped an op here. He is working his way towards back lanes. He does have an op, and he's going to pick up this pretty traditional position for him. Dark side trains with that op facing down towards mid, and Ivy is just such a great support role for him. And Warden is able to take down Semphis, and they have 2 ops in play right now, actually. Ops in the hands of Warden and Fraud, both of which with very incredible reaction time most of the time. And Sean Gare's able to get 1 op down from Fraud. Warden taking down nothing. It's a 2 versus 3. They need 1 more frag here to even this up and be able to slow down this take. They've got to hit this next shot. Warden cannot afford to keep fighting this. He will continue to take damage until he takes 1 down. Sean Gares has already picked up position in a comfortable spot. Elliot pressuring here from Ivy. Swag out of middle. Warden has a lot of angles to worry about right now, and I think right now he's actually looking for Sean Gares. He's able to find him. Down to 77, 2 guns to 1 will take him down in an XP3, last man standing here in a 1 versus 3. Sean Gares says not today with a 3K.
Yeah, in that 3 versus 2, Warden really shouldn't have been so frag hungry. I mean, I don't think that he, was trying to get some frags just to up his name there on the scoreboard, but I think he really just wanted to eliminate that op as fast as possible. But all of Maximum Effort was completely prepared for that. Sean Gares was just waiting around at E-Box with his op, and they had Elian over at Ivy making some shots, making his presence known, and then Swag was running around right next to Sean trying to bait out the frag. So I think Warden just kind of fell into the trap.
Right out of middle, Elian already taking down... Wow, and there we go. That's the kind of start we need right there. A little bit of aggression here from Czech 6 Gaming, mixing it up a bit. Getting the numbers advantage here really early on in the round. Right here in hell. Oh, wow, that was actually a wall from the op. 2 versus 2 now. XP3 still 100 HP. Where is he at this point? He has not been helping support his team much. I feel like he's assuming there's a lot of fakes coming in. There's just really late rotations from him, and he will be taken down. Warden last man standing in a 1 versus 2. Semphis in Heaven. This is going to make this very difficult. He did spot 1 over by 5 Hitch. Will he look towards Heaven? Semphis is now fallen. Oh, they are right next to each other, basically. Just opposite angles. Semphis working his way around. Warden looking in the right spot.
Go right
just in time. Will he continue to hold it? Able to take down Swag, and Semphis right behind him. And what a great play from Maximum Effort. They waited before they crossed any sort of enemy territory, or any possibility of running into a shot. They made sure they were side by side.
Yeah, they're playing super patiently when they need to. They start the rounds off strong with these aggressive rushes outside, and then once things get down to the 2 versus X situations, they start playing super passively and really working well together to trade each frag respectively. Looking at the ADR, Swag at 140 as we move into round 11. Score is now 9-1 in favor of Maximum Effort. Czech 6 only won. They only have 2 round wins under their belt so far for this map and the past.
Yeah, it's really rough. Elliott taking down Dizaman and firing onto Storm. Looks like there may be a game pause. There we go, Simphis.
Just broke the matrix.
All right, there's another one. 10-1 now in favor of Maximum Effort.
What do you think Czech what do you think Czech 6 should be doing to better stop Maximum Effort's super fast rushes at outside? I feel like they tried using 2 ops and it wasn't working for them. Should they be using more nades or something?
Well, yeah, the nades need to be timed a little bit better. There need to be some flashes and maybe defensive smokes. What's really killing them right now is they don't have the aim right now for some reason. It's just like they're completely off their game to counter their aggression with aggression, and that's typically what I'd advise on Train, is to push up on top of 5, nade through, flash, and just get in there before they can back away to rotate towards enter. Sean Gare spotting one here. Looks like he did pull off a leg. Taking a dink back, though. Ooh, looks like he will be taken down by Swag, saving Sean Gare's inside of ladder 2 versus 4. Fraud not able to connect there through the corner. Bomb will be planted. Oh, XP3 is able to take down Elliott in a 1 versus 3. Last man standing once again. And still stuck on the ladder.
Not the first time we've seen that.
No, that's very true. Last time you're up here on the desk, and every once in a while that stuff happens. It's just, you know, you can be so precise that it becomes imprecise sometimes. It's just, you just automatically assume you're off that ladder.
Yeah.
And a little bit earlier, we were talking about, you know, kind of the thought process there behind Warden. I just want to mention a quick thing. We do, of course, have the liberty of seeing everything happen at once. In his head, he had the information that someone was at Ivy about 15 seconds before, and someone was over near mid about 15 seconds before. It's hard to make those decisions, especially when there seems to be a little bit of a lack of communication on his team.
Yeah,
but,
you get one quick call, and that's it.
Yeah, it's back down to, we're back in the action here. It's 11-1. Here in the second map of the series, whoever wins this goes on to play in the grand finals against Team UMX, who has been very impressive throughout this entire tournament. And what a nice nade with a fadeaway, able to take down Storm. It's a 2 versus 3. XP3 taking down Simphis.
Czech 6 both have guns, so...
Well, here's my thing. Like, where Fraud is outside right now, XP3 is currently sitting in upper halls right now, and I don't understand what's happening. I understand that his team's getting shut down pretty quick, and it's hard for him to rotate before his team's been overrun. But in this sort of situation, how many times have you seen them hit enter, Connor?
None. So, I mean, it's really weird for XP3 to be over here now, especially after he got that frag.
Uh-oh, and he's going to spray away, not going to do enough damage to amount to much. Sean Gare's finishing off that round, 12-1 now, and this is looking very familiar, Connor.
Yeah, I mean, Sean knew exactly where he was because XP3 had gotten a frag near those brown halls, and then he didn't run away because that one member of Maximum Effort that was in inner knew that he didn't come out of lower ramp or out towards upper ramp, so they knew that he was still in brown halls. We saw that little jump 180 movement there from Sean Gares trying to fake the peak, and it baited XP3 right into it. XP3 sprayed away, wasn't able to connect.
All right, and out middle once again. Sean Gare's about to run into some opposition back of Trains, but he's got the op. He has a huge advantage here. If he gets this pick, I say it's over for XP3. Simphis actually going to take down Storm back of Trains.
Man's right there on Simphis's screen, basically. Right down there in CT spawn on the ramp.
There's the frag they needed to even up the numbers here, and it's down to Swag to finish this round off.
Czech 6 needs this.
Yeah, they need it desperately, but at the same time, look at Maximum Effort's position right now. If they take this to 13-1, it is demoralizing to lose another one 14-1. There's no way to convince yourself that that's okay. And it's 81 HP versus 200 HP CTs here in XP3 and Dizaman. Dizaman here in CT spawn. XP3 here in ladder. Bomb has been picked up. XP3 going to try to get an angle on him before he gets into position, but the bomb has been planted. He's able to move away from the angle. XP3 spotting his feet there. He will be able to take down Swag, and that will be finally 12-2. Another round on the board here for Czech 6. And I want to give you guys an idea who may just be joining us, what the rounds have looked like, thanks to the ESEA broadcast app. 1 through 4 was won by Maximum Effort. The 5th round was the only round they had won up until this point. And all the rounds so far have been won by killing the entire opposing team other than round 8, where there was a CT able to save and the bomb blew up. Here you see a defuse sign because they defused the bomb. Obviously. Sorry, that was a little redundant.
That's okay. Yeah, and just looking over at the frags for Czech 6, I mean, three guys basically only have, 3 frags, and 2 frags. Storm has died every single round right now.
He was really one of the reasons why they were doing so hot yesterday, just doing so well yesterday. 2-14 is just not where you want one of your star players at. Dizzyman is able to take down Swag. Wow, whoa. Crazy movement going up ladder there. Warden just trying to snap his way over to take him down, but not going to be able to. Nothing coming back down to just answer back. No hesitation to that whatsoever. XP3 onto Simphis, still in inner bomb site. Bomb is down right at the bottom of lower. XP3 staying to inner. That stubborn son of a gun finally paying off. Gets that bomb down. Sean Gare's working his way down lower without AWP. He's going to try to hold it down from this angle, but he's going to have to worry about a lot here. Can XP3 finish this off and get that bomb down once again? Sean Gare just picked it up. Op trained in on Pop Dog. XP3 able to take him down. It's now a 2 versus 3. And looks like they're going to try to split into inner. Nothing getting ready to bunny hop down the ramp, and here it comes. Knife out. Avoiding that first op shot. XP3 will be taken down, and it's a 2 versus 2. Fraud has got to hit these shots. He's got to take one of them down when they go for that bomb plant. Not able to connect. Bomb is still in the hands of nothing in a 1 versus 2. Working his way up on top of 2 lane right now. I'm sorry, on top of 2 train. We'll find one in upper, but Fraud able to take him down before causing too much damage, and that will be 12-3 overall here in the first half of the second map between these two teams. And so far, not the series I was expecting.
No, definitely not at all, Jimmy. I think Czech 6, again, just comes into these events a little bit cold. I think they need to play a couple of games before they really get into the groove. You know, right in upper, the first round of the upper bracket, they lost to HRG. So I think that they need to have a couple of matches before they really get in the groove.
Yeah, I want to say something real quick. I want to give big thanks to our producer for putting us on camera without telling us. So I'm sitting here trying to figure out, make sure they're going live. They're all set down, and I come back and hear, oh, by the way, you're live. But anyway,
Bryce
so
is our main man.
Yeah, let's get back into the game real quick so we can take a look at the pistol round here as we're working our way into the LO3. And Storm here with the USP and Fraud as well. Fraud is an incredible USP player. At least from what we've seen, they are a little bit, you know, cold, as Connor just mentioned. So we'll see how this plays out.
Fraud does have the most USP frags for the Invite division.
Yeah, he's definitely scared.
42. Huge amount.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go straight on into Pop Dog, just trying to get an idea of what's happening. They've spotted one on top of 3. I'm sorry, one on top of 1 and one inside of Z. So they know there are at least 2 inside and now going to be heading out through ladder, trying to cause a little bit of distraction. Dizzyman not going to be able to back away. Bomb in the hands of Storm. And they're now rotating back outside, and Storm's still stuck inside of Ivy. XP3 able to take down Ellie, and it's a 2 versus 3. Bomb is down at Ivy. Warden able to retrieve that bomb. Warden last man standing with his USP. This is just so rough. So many guns raining down on him, and that will be 13-3 in favor of Maximum Effort.
It's tough for me to want to talk about Czech 6's execution there for that pistol round, because I don't even agree with the strat. I think they sent a couple too many USPs there into Ivy, and I think that they should have put those USPs to outside more quickly by sending them either down the ladder or right out team middle. I don't think you should ever bring a USP to Ivy. I think you should kind of use your numbers to your advantage and just stack up on that one CT defender.
There is only one thing I can think about at Ivy, is if you have a feeling they're playing aggressive and that double stack with the USP on top is the only time. But I mean, you're right. On the ground, you don't really want to have that USP during a rush. It's so effective at long range. And here it comes. Swag picking up some free frags here. A 3K already. Simphis stealing the 4th. And there's the nades. Bomb does get down, so that's a small victory here for Czech 6 Gaming. But they need the round right now. I mean, it is just a save round. Very difficult here on DE Train. Surprisingly, you see a pretty high percentage of people able to get the bomb down in inner on these almost full save rounds. I mean, I'm pretty sure they all had Glocks there. It's just the fact that, you know, they're going to run out of ammo at such extreme ranges.
Yeah, especially,
and you just, okay, they're out of ammo, go, and just go plant the bomb.
Yeah,
you know,
bringing a Glock towards Swag's FAMAS there on the 3 train. I think Swag actually kind of delayed his nade so that he could get the 4th frag.
Well, what they did is they actually sacrificed 4 members of Czech 6 to the frag gods to in return for a bomb plan.
Yeah, you need some cash to work with here, as the score is 14-3.
Yep, XP3 getting smoked off here in Ivy. That's going to delay this execution quite a bit. You do not want to go straight through that. But he does have the flash here, but
he's completely blind.
They're both very blind here. Great counters coming in from both sides. Sean Gare's spamming away at Warden. XP3 on the way out, taking down Sean Garrett. It's a 2 versus 2. 1 versus 2 now. XP3 last man standing here for Czech 6 Gaming. 61 HP remaining. Bomb is down. He has 1 frag for this round. The opportunity to pick up the 2 versus 1 and the hat trick.
He is in a decent position here to flank around where Maximum Effort could be hiding. But Maximum Effort, tons of health in the bank.
And Simphis will finish the round.
He was completely aware of that.
Scared me. Our scoreboard just reset. There we go.
I saw that. Scared me too.
What?
No,
15-3 is now the score. 1 round remaining here for Maximum Effort.
Yeah, Czech 6 did a good job planting the bomb and internet 2 rounds ago. They were able to secure some cash for them for the last round where they were able to commit a full buy, but they just couldn't stop Maximum Effort's maximum effort.
Yeah, no, it's very true, and I kind of asked during the interview, is this a joke? And he's like, well, we found cool tags and thought it was a funny name, so here we are. Oh, and Elliott able to take down XP3. 2 versus 5 now, and this is just going so fast here. Nothing onto Fraud, and it looks like Desaman will fall, and ladies and gentlemen, that will be it. 16-3 is the score in favor of Maximum Effort. And they will be coming back to rematch against UMX, and UMX surprisingly able to show them what's up yesterday during that last series.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm excited to find out what maps are going to be coming up here for the finals, because UMX was able to beat Maximum Effort 2-1 in that best of 3. The scores there on Forge were 16-12. This is all going to be in favor of UMX here. Or excuse me, in Maximum Effort's favor.
Wait.
Nuke was 14-6.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Tuscan was 11-16. So I mean, these matches they're pretty close. They're not like the matches we just saw against Czech 6.
No, and I'm expecting a great series. I mean, once again, a lot of star power on both teams. You guys need to go do your homework if you're not familiar with these two. I don't know how you couldn't be at this point. Just some all-around great guys and great players. Stay tuned, guys. We're going to throw it to a quick commercial break, and we'll let you know when the grand finals are coming up. The schedule does say 12:30. But I want to make sure you guys are here for every bit of the action, as well as us. So don't go anywhere. And make sure, by the way, make sure you do check out the ESEA Facebook page. Get on @ESEA Net. Let us know your predictions, who's going to bring it home, and we'll see you guys soon.